That's that Project Zomboid music, bro.
Project Zomboid got some good music.
Now, welcome back, everybody, to Soul Hunter Academy, Episode 4. Would anybody care to give us a recap?
This guy right here.
Who?
This guy.
Okay, so you're pointing no one, but I'll do it.
This guy.
So we we continued our classes, right? And then we went to alchemy or whatever it's called, making potions.
Apothecary?
Apothecary, yeah, same thing. We were whipping up some potions. We whipped them up. We got into groups. 2 of our people turned into frogs because they did it wrong.
Who were those 2 people?
It was Odd and that other person in our party.
Dang.
Wow. So it's like that.
Ashaka.
Like, wow.
Ashaka.
Yeah. And then, you know, what other class did we go to after that? We went to another class. I think it was survival, no? Whatever. We went to survival.
It was technically called Crafter's Guide.
Well, Crafter's Guide to ship non-magic stuff.
What are we doing there?
Oh, so right. He had a pile of hay while he was sleeping though. He woke up, but he made us get a needle out of a pile of hay, and then he said you can't rely on magic for everything, and then we relied on magic to do exactly what he wanted us to.
That's true.
And then it was animal befriending, spirit animal befriending. Mm-hmm. You know, and she was kind of weird.
Our friends were frogs. Our party members were still frogs, and she was like, "We should totally eat those frogs." She said that. That's not okay, but that was her whole thing.
Yeah, she seemed a little feral. Anyway, after that, we went to the rune making class.
Talk about it.
He tried putting his magic on this.
He tried charming everyone. Students. We're students.
Pretty charming fellow, according to the students around here.
Everyone likes him. It's weird. It's really weird.
Oh no, I totally forgot astronomy. Yeah, we went to astronomy at one point too. We looked into some balls.
We all touched them, and we had to think about something.
Yeah, I stole one.
You did steal one. I forgot about that.
That won't bite me in the ass, surely.
Surely that rune teacher won't grab you.
After the rune class, we went to meditation class. They took an entire hour to walk around the path, and then we sat down and meditated. And after that, I think we went back to homeroom. I believe there was another class after meditation, was there?
I don't believe so, unless I'm wrong and you're wrong.
I'm never wrong. So here we are back at homeroom.
Fantastic.
Not my home.
As we come back into the homeroom, you see both. Hold up. All right. As we get back to homeroom, and as you guys proceed to talk to Des and Greyhound, both the people who are frogs basically turn back into people. So Ashaka, the frog turns back into a shaka. However, since they were both basically being carried by Igneos,
They were in a jar.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
they
just
still
pop
like
jar.
grow out of the jar and pop out of the jar, to where gracefully you'll see Glacier, Flashy, you'll see Ashaka kind of like get spot on the floor, and you'll see Glacier somehow become to be in the arms of Igneos.
Oh, well, hi there.
You're a lot heavier than you were before.
No,
You're not a frog, all right.
rude.
I'm gonna drop her.
Ow.
I only carry frogs. I'm sorry. I only carry frogs and other small animals like
Yeah,
birds.
you,
I carry birds. I carry birds.
do you remember anything when you were a frog?
What was the question? I didn't hear.
Do you remember anything when you were a frog?
Not really.
Ribbit.
You did say that a lot.
So what happened was
Yeah, explain everything that they missed.
all right. So we went to after potion making. We went and we went to blah 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 blah.
The
Yeah,
recap
everything
after
that
the
was already
recap.
said. Yeah, everything that was already said, he says. So that's what happened. And now we're here. And we're about to go out on a secret mission. I believe.
What's this talk about? Secrets? What?
We're ready to go on our first secret mission. We're prepared.
No one
Igneos, I
said.
don't think we're getting a mission.
We were told about a secret mission.
No, we weren't.
The rune teacher told us there was a secret mission waiting for us.
No, he didn't.
I remember. That's what he said, so.
Didn't.
This is professional gaslighting now.
I remember it. It happened.
Don't make me smite you. My 0
When
spell
is-
slots remaining.
Winner's a win, man. Winner's a win.
And who's the one who did it?
We fought before.
So, anyways, back to what we were actually talking about. You guys have some choices on how you guys want to do class. Have you guys decided on the class, or do you think you need some time? AKA, you will be given time basically till the end of the week. So I'm not going to be pressuring you about it, but I also don't really care about it specifically.
I believe we have decided.
We spent
But if you don't need it until later.
out of
You're muted if you're talking.
I know. I was making a very bad joke, so I decided not to.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really have to decide now, just after your first test, then we'll need to know.
First test.
Test?
Mm-hmm.
Math test.
He
that what
just
this
kind
is?
of smiles.
I'm definitely cheating on the math test.
Because I'm sick of this damn math.
What type of test? Because really, our first test, they're right. We did have a math test already.
Or was it a
We-
pop quiz?
Mm.
Yeah, it was the first day of class.
I think it was a pop quiz, not a test.
I think that we'll get back to some of that later, but for now, I am tired from just being here and having to have this conversation. It's about
We're
time
pretty-
for you all to sleep.
Is this
AKA,
not
it's
your
time for me
job?
to leave me alone. As he kind of like goes and like lays down on one of the benches.
All right, this guy's homeless, and we need to talk to the teachers about this. This guy is not okay,
You're
and he
talking
needs
to
to
the
be
principal
getting
about
paid more.
everyone.
We
Not
need to
talking
talk
to
to the
you.
principal about the weird rune teacher, about the homeless teacher, and the teacher that wants to eat people's frogs. All
They
of these
want to
students
eat
need
big rats,
or all
not the
these
frog.
teachers. I believe both. I believe both.
So it's basically
Wow.
on you guys now, by the way, because you guys basically have been dismissed to chill out for the rest of the day. aka it's already like 8 p.m., 9 p.m.
Are lights and
Probably head
everything
to
still
our
on in the
dorms.
school? Are lights and everything still on in the school?
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
know
gonna.
what I think it is? You know what I think it is? We have really long, like once a day school days, and then we have like a couple days
Once
off.
a day, yeah.
Yeah,
We have a week off.
yeah.
I'm gonna start looking for the principal's office. Just kind of walking around really close to a wall, just
we know
feeling
where
for
we know where the
braille.
vice principal probably is.
Yeah,
Oh, we
know
do?
where the
Let's
vice
go to the vice
That's
principal.
he's
Let's go to
the
vice
astronomy teacher.
Oh, that's fine. That guy was chill.
Mm,
Was he not chill?
you should probably go without me. I'll probably stand outside the door.
Ah, that is a good idea. I will do that. I'm assuming I already know the way there, since we
and
walked there before.
if there's any facilities that you need to access, they're kind of prearranged. So there's two
Okay.
churches, there's a library, and maybe a few other things.
I don't need God. I will look for the astronomy guy.
Assuming that you go back to the astronomy class, he's pretty much there. You will see.
Sick.
You will see.
He's not gonna be happy.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're not the one.
He's not gonna be happy.
Hold on.
Surely there's not a thief in our party.
Surely, I'm not even in here. I'm hiding. I'm like, yeah,
It's on the-
I'm not even in there.
He has access to the stars, man. I think he knows you're there.
And surely we don't come back to this class either.
Surely
Surely we don't take this
surely, surely we didn't all vote on this class, right?
Another room teacher's with him.
What?
Yeah, you walk in and
Oh,
you can see he is
my
currently in
God.
discussion with the room teacher. Are you? I'm assuming you guys aren't really being silent specifically about it.
No.
So the
No.
rude teacher's like, "Oh, hey, it's the kids."
Jesus Christ. Hey, Mr. Vice Principal, could we get some alone time without this guy here? Possibly.
He kind of like scratches his head, looks over at the rude teacher, and he's like, shrugs and just proceeds to go on. Just
I'm
don't
walking
forget
out.
what I've asked you. I understand. As he proceeds to walk out. So, students who have come to me on the very first day, aka also later at the night, what can I help you with?
Listen, I got a lot of things to talk to you about. First of all, how much power do you hold in this school facility?
I'm not involved in this.
How much power do you hold here?
I mean, I would like to assume that I hold a decent amount of power outside of principal.
Second most, probably, right? Second most?
I guess so.
That's good. Vice Principal should have second most. Here's the thing. That room teacher, he's out of here, right? I can't really see. Is he out of here?
Yeah.
Listen. Listen. I don't know if you've noticed. That guy's got a few screws loose. Alright? He was trying to charm me earlier. He was trying to like make me feel good about him. Get close to him. That can't be right. Right? That's not good.
That. Hold on a second.
That's not good, right?
That sounds like Garthus. Or what's the problem?
That has to be against school policy though, right? I mean,
about what specifically?
Teacher, student, relations.
Are you, a young
See-
man? Are you referring to the aura that he exudes?
Listen, I'm not naming names, and I'm not saying nothing, but yes.
You do understand that's a condition that he can't turn off, right?
Unfortunately, some people aren't meant to be teachers.
And unfortunately, it's not like he's done anything with any of the students in specific, if that's what you're
We don't
getting
know
at.
that. We don't know that. You know what I mean? There could be students visiting him late at night. We don't know, coming into his room late at night without saying anything, no prior anything. That would be really strange if he had students doing that, would it not?
I mean, the only students I've ever seen go into his place are the ones that basically come out screaming.
Right. I'm gonna let you think on that.
There's not much to think about. It's called they're trying to get something fixed, and runes can help save that. Except, have you ever had runes drawn on your body? That's not a pleasurable experience, I can tell you that much.
Surely he's not telling students to take their shirt off so he can write on them, right? Surely he's not doing that. That's not happening. I'm not crazy.
He's like
That would be wild.
He like erases a non-existent eyebrow at you.
I'm gonna let you think on that, and I'm gonna head out of here and go to bed. But you think on that. You have the second most power here. Don't let that power go to waste. I'll see you after my next mission.
Next mission.
You have a good night. I'm gonna start walking out.
These students sure are full of energy today.
Why we came here? We came here for you to get yelled at by the vice principal.
No, I was doing the yelling. Let's not trip on spilled wine here. Let's go to bed.
Scolded? For you to get scolded by the
I
vice
know.
principal?
No, listen. Things need to be brought up to the school board. That's true. And we need balance, and that was not very balanceful. You were a frog, okay? You don't understand
I mean,
what he was trying to do.
yeah, I got turned into a frog by another teacher. You're right, I don't understand, but
Yeah, which is fine. That's normal. Being turned into a frog, that's fine. You know what I mean?
I don't
Kinda is what it is.
been a frog before.
You've never been to class before, have you?
Before heading back, Glacier is gonna try and pop by the library.
Oh,
Uh,
I wouldn't have to go into the library. I'm blind.
Oh boy. Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'd just go back to bed.
Trying to think of whether Corona would go talk to the vice principal. Probably would, because he invited her to talk.
You're cutting out a bit. What?
Sorry. I think Corona would go to see the vice principal after Igneos, because the vice principal, I guess, invited her to talk with him. Welcome back to here.
Welcome back.
I will be standing nearby, listening in.
I'll kind of just go down. Hello. Me
Oh.
again.
It's you. Hello, hello. I've had many students come by today with their, well, reasons or rhymes. What is it that you've come today again for? I'm a little bit on mindful thoughts.
Earlier today, I looked into the orb and saw a swirling vortex of souls and emotions.
Oh, right, that was you. You see, as vice principal, I can easily offer you the access to have some one-on-one chat with me, some therapy, as some would call it. As well as maybe a potential talk or explanation of what could have happened. I'm not entirely sure what to tell you at the very moment until I know some details.
Kind of hard to describe exactly. It was just if you look up at the ceiling, you see how the stars. Just imagine that, but instead of stars, it's emotion and souls.
He looks up, he looks back at you. I can't tell if that's a good sign or if you're just not feeling well. Do you feel like you've been down? Depressed? Sad? Maybe throwing
I
up
mean,
a little bit?
other than when the orb sucked some of my life force out, no, I've been pretty good.
See, that's the strange thing to me is it's more of a one-sided thing. You see through the orb doesn't really do much back, which is what concerns me the most.
What? Obviously, this has to have happened before.
He looks at you with a confused look.
This the first time you've seen the orb react in this way?
I mean, I didn't necessarily see it, so I'm not saying anything in specific, but if what you're saying is the truth, it's something new I've never seen. Usually people don't like what they sometimes see in the orbs, but never enough for something to hurt them.
Huh. What do the orbs usually show people? Like the future, or like what is it supposed to show you?
The future, the present, on some lesser rare occasions, the past. You ever just look up the stars and gaze upon them and wonder what's going to happen next in life? Well, that's why we read the stars here at astronomy class. That's why we use the orbs to channel that power. So, for something to affect you, I would almost say it either would have to be present or something truly terrifying.
Well, didn't seem terrifying. I can't really have. Corona kind of thinks for a moment. I can't really put an emotion to the feeling. It's like it took all of, it didn't take it, but it like embodied all of the emotion so much that I couldn't feel any of that emotion. So I can't say it was terrifying. As for dangerous, like a present danger, maybe that's possible, but
Corona, give me a
This is Soul
wisdom saving
Hunter.
throw.
16.
You notice as it feels like the room gets what you would almost guess to be a little bit darker. Outside of that, not really much. You almost feel like the more time you spend in this room, the more ominous like it almost feels.
Kind of look up for a second. One of the stars go out? No, they're all still there. Weird. As for our current present danger, I guess it's possible this is Soul Hunter Academy. I did ask about souls, so maybe that had to do with it.
Yes. There's a potential that souls could have every part to do with it, as souls have a part to do with everything in their own shape, way, or form, but... It seems like I might have to do some research on this.
Also, is it just me or did this room get darker?
Looks around. No. Are you sure you're still okay?
Can I do an Arcana check?
What?
I guess just the room. Want to know what this vibe I'm picking up is.
You could attempt.
Hey, 19.
It feels less that the room itself and more of like almost as if something was reaching out to you.
I'll get back to that later. Well, for now, guess that's what I needed to talk about was the swirling vortex of emotions.
Yes, and if you're feeling anything else, I'm, as I said, kind of the person to talk to if you really need anything. And between you and me, if I really need to get in your head and search through some things, I can, but like I said, between you and me, I have put that behind me and under me. It's not something I would like to do anymore.
Hey, that's completely fine. I understand you have your own history with your people.
Yes, our people are that of more of an evilistic nature, and that's not something I try to show. Not something I am.
Well, if there's anything I can say about you is that you've at least proved to me that anything can be redeemed if they try hard enough.
Oh, I truly hope so.
I'm gonna leave, and as I leave, I'll just I have 1 point of lay on hands. I'll just put that into professor as I pass. Gonna then I'll go.
He kind of nods at the friendly gesture. Is anyone else doing anything?
I just went back to our room.
Here or in general?
In general.
Glacier was gonna head to the library to go see if she could find book nerd. Nice, nice. Solid background.
Embody the kid.
Can I check this for that?
Not just for it. I've been wanting to buy that show in the first place. So.
He looks like a Lego character in the background.
Yo, this right here is perfection.
Make me want to get on Lego Minecraft, man.
Okay, so only Glacier went here, but I just have the whole gang there. As you enter into the library, you notice it's not necessarily like a small library by any means, but it's not the biggest library. It contains what you would guess to be a lot of different pieces of valuable information, as any library would. However, one of the things that really stand out to you more than anything is the floating book at what you would guess to be the front desk. What type of floating book, you ask? One with a very evil smile, and that of a eye on both sides of the book that looks to be permanently staring. And it has seen you walk into this place. It is just
Glacier
staring.
got turned into a frog earlier today. And she ate from a gelatinous cube. So
That's
I
true.
don't think this is too weird. She would go over to the book and give it a small cheery wave, see if it can talk, hopefully. Are you the librarian?
The name's Granny. I am indeed the librarian, but I am also the master of all and the true ruler. I'm just forget it. I'm just a fucking grimoire. I've tried to do the spiel about 100 times today, and everybody keeps just ignoring me. So, what do you need?
Well, I'm sure you have some great spells written in you. I was hoping to find something either about the history of the school or about apothecary. I'm not very good at that class, it seems.
Apothecary, if you want anything about potions and all that kind of stuff, and be down there on the section to the left, D-12. All those books should potentially help you.
What was the other thing you asked?
About the history of the school.
The history of the school, well, unfortunately, that's under a more of a private section.
I see. And what would someone have to do to, get access to that private section?
Well, from what I've heard, it's pretty much just be higher up. Get your name out there. Okay, probably get to the next year.
Gotcha. Is there any books on the history of anywhere surrounding the area? Are there any towns nearby-ish?
I don't know. Do you know how long I've been here? You know how long I've had to sit here and be a librarian? You're asking me about the outside world, and they don't even let me out in the outside world because of all the things that I just want to do. You ever try to see a book and try to eat some ramen? I just want some ramen, man. But I can't, because it would make my book parts wet, and after seeing my book part wet, and then it always becomes a problem, because old Grimmy is all disgusting, but then Grimmy has to do this, and then Grimmy has to do that, and all I do in here is just sit in the library.
If I could help you with that, could you maybe get me into the private section?
No. Because then I would be destroyed. Because they'll destroy Grimmy. Because Grimmy doesn't have a choice. Because Grimmy's just an object. Because Grimmy doesn't do anything more than an object.
Well, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Is there anything I can do to help with that?
Yeah. Leave me alone. Because now I gotta think about my depressing thoughts again. Thanks.
Alright, well, you have a nice night then. I will read about apothecary, I suppose. And Glacier is going to go and try to find a book that might have something about whatever potion she messed up that got her turned into a frog today.
Going through the books, it won't be too hard to find in those sections of the books that you will find out pretty much between the too many eyeballs and a couple of different ingredients you guys had put in compared to what you were told specifically. That's what you do to a frog.
Neat. And then she'll probably take the book for the night, I think. If he'll let her. She'll just grab it and try to leave and see if she gets stopped by Grimmy, because he didn't seem very happy with her.
Go ahead, take the book. It's not like anyone cares to return them.
Oh, well, hopefully I'll have it back tomorrow, and I'll be back for something else tomorrow.
That's what they all say.
Oh,
Grimly's just here to get shit on, I guess. And he just starts keeping going and going.
This poor guy needs a hug.
Might need
he's
to
not sure how to handle that. Jesus.
My guy needs a
see the
therapist.
Can Grimmy go see the vice principal?
Everyone needs to go see the vice principal.
He can't go see the vice principal. He just has to sit there. Didn't you hear him?
Dude, the vice principal has the
should go-
second most power.
Then the vice principal should go see Grimmy.
That's true.
The vice principal should go see him, but
The vice principal needs to do a lot of things. Let's be honest.
I think now we come back to the dorm.
I believe so. I'll be meditating in there when you guys get there. Thinking.
was it Igneos that was sleeping with Bigrat?
Igneos wants to.
There.
What's Big Rat doing?
Well, Bigrat is probably back to carrying Glacier's things once we get back, and then he would drop all
That's
those
probably true.
over at her bed, and yeah, he's probably just gonna try to go to sleep, and then Igneos like over here.
That's true. That's true.
Yoink.
I will train you to become the strongest monk. I say to Big Rat as he sleeps.
If you could get him to carry a jug of water, that'd be nice.
He'll be able to carry 2 jugs of water. 2 of them.
Sounds great.
Probably not more than that, though. That's a lot for a big rat. So.
So, you all proceed to go to sleep basically for the night, do what you guys kind of need to, and we're going to go over some things, but this is going to be a bit of a time skip. As pretty much this first week, you guys are kind of getting an introduction to all the classes for the first week. You guys are being introduced. This is what this guy does. This is what this guy does. So to go through them a little bit, Destin Greyhound, you guys can tell from outside of the homeroom, more so taking the Art of Combat class. It is as it sounds. You guys are taking combat classes, as well as for the other mandatory classes, they kind of are as they sound. History is teaching you more so about the monsters and how they work, etc., etc. Except this first week of learning about monsters, you guys haven't actually learned anything outside of skeletons. That and their anatomy, how they work, etc., etc. Whether you're paying attention or not, it's completely up to you. The very important lore drop already did though. So, here we go. Whenever you guys choose to go to, whenever you guys go to mathematics, you guys will all have found out what your scores are. I'm not going to give a specific number. Instead, you guys basically got placed in certain sections of like your tier of math. So, for example, Ashaka and Igneos both got put into low tier math. You guys are pretty much still doing division and multiplication. If even
That
that.
stuff's hard.
The people that got placed in mid tier are Cassius and Big Rat.
Wait a minute.
Oh, bigrat.
Hold on a minute.
Bigrat's
He took
smarter
the
than you guys
math
is
test.
crazy.
You tried doing division in Braille, buddy. Try doing division in Braille. And you tell me how good of a score you get. That's insane, though. And I will be telling the vice principal.
Yeah, Cassius is over here doing like square root and stuff, and the rat is right next to him, also kind of like with the pen or pencil, going a little bit slower because they have to like focus on how they write, but they're still going at it.
That's crazy.
The ones placed in high tier though are Corona, Glacier, and Odd. Odd being told that they barely made it into the high tier. However, a lot to do with the math you guys get eventually told about is math also goes into casting spells. As not everybody works the same, so it's not the same for everybody. But it's almost like you're writing code whenever you try to use a spell. So the better you get at mathematics, the better you'll get at using your spells, essentially.
What about people that don't use magic?
They just need to learn how to count. That's pretty much what you get told. Is just like math is math, man. Get used to it.
Well, I guess if things don't work out with archaeology, I could become an accountant.
Yeah, so over there doing geometry and trigonometry, Corona, Glacier, Odd, have fun with that. Am I gonna put up some real questions? I might just to fuck with you, but we go on to astronomy. Going through those classes, it's pretty much not really any different than it was the first time, but in the way of not different, I mean not anything as interesting happened since those first times. Corona definitely still has that old ominous feeling and a little bit of not completely sure what she saw, but she hasn't been able to make a connection again. It's almost like the balls don't want her to see anything. Everyone else aren't really able to use them too successfully throughout the week. Instead, it's more so now trying to just teach you guys about reading the stars, getting potentially a sense of direction, and then also feeling bad for Igneos because he can't see the stars.
Have I seen more frog people with the orb?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Husbandry, you have found husbandry kind of as it sounds. You've just been learning a little bit about agriculture and how to plant, how to farm, how to do this and that for them. It's not in the way I should say boring, but not too exciting. Magic Beasts class pretty much just shows you more and more again of you can level up on the beast, and then you can use the beast for material, such as sheep can be turned into wool. That was good. Sheep can be turned into wool. You could get dewdrops from unicorns, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I forgot one of the mandatory classes. The Soul Waver training. He pretty much for the first week after the first day, he's tried to just teach you guys more about how to use your stuff. However, there is a special occasion. Give me a second to pull it up. There it is. And as you guys are kind of practicing, Ad and Cassius both aren't really practicing at all. More so because they don't really have anything. Cassius is kind of still waiting, and Odd just doesn't really have anything. Cassius, however, after a while, it appears as if somebody comes out, Barnabas Cluck comes out to you at some point and brings you to more of a special section to show you what you basically have gained. So, there you go. I will be sending that to you. You can, however you want to shape or say that is completely up to you. Odd, you pretty much get told they might have to make a makeshift solution for you. If not, you might just have to go on foot. Alright, then we go to the next class, the Crafter's Guide, aka the Caretaker of Goods and Inventory. Heinz Bartolomeo Klein has pretty much just been getting more and more disappointed and more saddened as you guys either use it unintentionally or use it on purpose with your use of magic and easier solutions. And every time he's like, hey, do this manually, you guys are like, but we could just use magic to make it easier.
Whole point of magic.
That poor guy. That poor guy.
His whole job just got invalidated by a bunch
Has he
of
cried
random
yet?
kids.
Has he
No.
cried yet or no?
No, he's
Okay,
just
okay.
disappointed.
Okay, that's worse.
He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Yeah.
Outside of you guys trying to potentially avoid rude anatomy like the plague, still have to go and try to take some of the class for now. And as you guys get taught about the class and get a little bit more into it, you realize the way that runes work is they're pretty much additional or like free kind of spells you can use, but the spell requires a long time to pretty much cast because it takes a while to actually write out the rune. So like a rune can take you like anywhere between an hour to a full day. And depending on what that rune is, like what type of rune you're writing is what that'll do. So like for example, for the people who are screaming after going in their class are people that pretty much had to, or pretty much people who had problems with something like their back, or they had like sneezes that they couldn't get rid of, and after a painful hour of getting basically a tattoo, not a real tattoo because it'll go away after time, but pretty much like a rune tattoo of like stop sneezing or fix back pain, that is pretty much what that was the cause of. In the Soul Connections class, after the like, it's pretty much been as it sounds. It's been a meditation thing and kind of a connect with yourself on another level. And there's been a bit of guidance to it, but no one necessarily has been able to get further in trying to connect to themselves. Some of you already know how to do meditation, some of you don't really know how to do meditation as well. But those familiar ways those familiar or unfamiliar ways aren't truly connecting with yourself on that level to be able to feel that soul connection, to be able to feel that soul energy at all points in times. You might get a small glimpse here and there of that soul power, that soul connection to yourself, but it's an ever fleeting feeling. With that though, that is all of the actual classes, and now we wake up on pretty much a Friday, the last day of the week.
believe you forgot apothecary.
We get turned into frogs again.
There really wasn't much with Apothecary. It's kind of just as it sounds, teaching you about how to make different kinds of potions, but most of you don't really get it, or the rules that she's given before, or sorry, yeah, the way that you're supposed to be making things are sometimes really too complex or somehow too simple.
Wanted to point it out because you went through all the other.
Yeah. But that was all the classes for the week, and now we are going to proceed to come back on to this Friday this Friday morning after a week of not necessarily a beatdown, but a lot of information being thrown at you.
As I said over in the text chat, every night after we finish up our classes, Glacier would go back to the library, return whatever she had, and then pick up a new book on whatever class she's struggling with.
And
Alright. Grimmy gives you a hard
Thank-
time.
I think Corona would go to the astronomy class after each day, and then maybe she goes to the library Thursday to join Glacier just to look for a book.
How long will it be before Glacier knows the layout of the library and no longer has to go asking Grimmy?
It doesn't take
Grimmy needs people to talk to. Let's be honest. That poor guy.
Grim needs professional people to talk to.
That's fair.
It is what you guys would guess to be 6 in the morning as you guys hear a knock at the door. Knock, knock. Knock.
Oh,
Yo, it's time to get up, lazy bones.
Alright. I'm gonna start getting up and getting ready and everything.
Make sure you get whatever you need for today. Today's a special day, aka test day. Haha! As you kind of like hear him walk away.
It better not be a goddamn math test. Or I'm failing it.
Yeah, I wake up, but just so y'all know, every time Cassius wakes up, he looks like the Undertaker. like this right here.
Why'd you already have that ready?
Don't ask me questions.
Why do you have that gift favorited?
He
Don't ask me
planned for
questions.
it.
By the way, is Cassius able to see what I sent you?
I did see that, and I added it to
Fantastic.
my character sheet.
When I wake up and I'm getting ready and everything, I'll have a flicker of fire in my hands before I extinguish it. And I'm like, all right, and I'll keep getting ready. And then I'll just kind of stand by the door waiting for everyone else.
Glacier is pretty quick to get ready. I mean, she literally can't go unconscious unless it's through damage. She can't sleep.
Gotta sleep. What?
Yeah, we can help with that.
Trance.
We can help with that, man.
You guys do pretty regularly. Don't worry.
That's fair.
and I wanted to do the other art of combat.
Other art of combat.
Pretty sure I've gone down 3 times.
That's a lot of times. You got to
There was
work on
one
that.
point where I got healed and then I went back down. There was the opening, and then there was when I fell from the sky.
Well, for being honest, that last one was your fault.
That was intentional.
Oh, my fault. That's not the point.
Yeah, the first few times, that was when you were fighting like the 3v3 thing, right?
Well, no, he only went down once in that 3v3.
The 3v3 I went down once. I fell from the sky, and then I think I remember getting healed and then going down again in that fight. That ball game.
No. Wasn't me. I was hardly in there.
Yeah, you're just decking people as they.
I was just decking people. Yeah.
Time to go. Take this silly Billy test.
Oh, we don't have to say Billy, but it is a silly test. Silly Willy test. Let's go out there. I'm gonna open the door and step out.
Yep, I'm just
Not to mention anything that happened throughout the week. Now that I think about it,
do any RP you
Maybe
guys
you
want.
went down there in the week.
Do any RP you guys need? I'm just setting this up.
would there have been any other contact sports throughout the week, Natsu? How many more times has Glacier been knocked out?
7.
Not even one for every day. You got like 2 for every day.
Like 2 for every day, yeah.
Roll me a 1d3.
Uh-oh.
How many times do you get knocked out a day?
At least 3 is the max.
Well, looks like you've been knocked out 2 more times throughout the week.
Amazing.
Was it me that did the knocking?
Whoever the
I
partner
am
was
the
with
one who
Glacier.
knocks.
I think everyone's got a turn at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone knocked you down once. All 5 of you have a turn.
I wasn't able to knock you down. Did knock down the paladin in the first 3v3 though. And I believe the barbarian too, no? Was that not me?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was hoping that I would, knock them and then I wouldn't get attacked, but I missed.
That happens. That does happen.
You shot and you missed, and you shot again, and you.
High key, I get 3 attacks a turn and I fucking miss all the time.
You know, the more attacks you make, the more you're bound to miss.
That's true. So you might as well
That
just make
also means I should
one.
be hitting more.
No, don't look at the other side of it.
Yeah, glass half empty.
You should always be a glass half empty buddy. She should always be a glass half empty buddy.
3/4 empty. Last 3.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The good old days when we were fighting
Smacking each other around. That was
Still like
intense.
to
That was
think
my
that
first time
Rona-
saying win is win.
Rona hasn't used her ability.
You've never won before that, so.
That's true.
At some point, Corona's just gonna have to, kill a bug or something just to demonstrate she actually has a power.
Yeah. She's never had a power this entire time. I've been gaslighting you.
Just find a spider and,
So, you guys proceed to go to your homeroom. Especially because today you guys are essentially told today you guys won't be taking most of the classes. It is a special day, aka the day to decide a lot of class decisions. As you all enter into here, you are able to see this guy, aka Dessa Greyhound, on the combat kind of line, and in the background there is one more character of interest.
Is it the principal?
Could it be the vice principal? He has the second most power.
Somebody that looks to be a lot shorter than most people, but just looking at them alone, they look to be a very armored halfling who is just kind of sitting there patiently, maybe adjusting some of their equipment, looking at a few things, taking down some notes in their notebook. Outside of that, they're just keeping to themselves.
I'm assuming he doesn't have laces.
I don't think he has laces if he's got no shoes.
His toes are out.
His dogs are out. That's true.
Look at the dogs. Anyways,
Yo, put them dogs away.
Put them dogs away. You're gonna make me act up. You need to chill.
That.
anyways, at the middle, Destin Greyhound is more readily than he's been in. It's not more readily than he's been in the past week to talk to you guys. He's like, "Oh boy, are you all ready for today?"
Who's that?
Don't worry about it right now.
Ooh, he's probably the one who's gonna judge us.
Or he's the test.
I still haven't
we
used
would
my
easily
ability.
beat him. He wouldn't be much of a test.
That's true. I fought much bigger.
So,
Get better.
I'm here to tell you today, I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because I don't have to deal with you guys today. I'm just here to give you your instructions, and then I can go fuck off and enjoy my weekend.
Are you gonna be sleeping? In here? During the
Anyways,
weekend?
continuing on.
Do you use the public school showers?
So,
It's okay if you do.
you're going to be given multiple tests today. And I'm going to give you that one warning. You don't want to be held back. So, I'm asking you all, don't fuck up. And don't screw up.
I have a question.
Don't be a mess up. And don't try to mess up.
I have a question about the test. If we do bad on this test, do we just fail and we get held back? That doesn't matter. The other classes don't matter.
No. Instead, if you fail some
My
of these,
God.
if you fail some of these tests, you're gonna have to retake them.
I gotcha. Well, I've never failed, so that's alright.
Fantastic, because we're starting
you
off
failed
today
it.
with math.
Actually, mayhaps I have failed.
Wait, hearing that we're starting with the math test, who were the other two that were in the advanced math class?
I don't know how I got into it, but I did.
Okay, so I hear Corona. Who was the other one? I didn't.
Odd.
Odd was, yeah.
That's the
Odd, I
person
don't think
speaking.
your mic's working.
That was the person speaking. I thought.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
Oh, my bad. I was looking at things. I didn't hear voices. Or I don't know voices that well. But anyway, Glacier is going to use her
Hello.
psionic whispers
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Hello.
hey,
There you
I
go.
can hear you now.
with the other smart ones.
That's so crazy. I'm in the lowest math class, dog. Help a brother out.
No. She's
I've
gonna
been taking such good care of your rat. Alright.
Because it's herself and two others. Yep. Neat. And then I believe my psionic energy is a d6 right now.
Hey, is this
Got
math
four.
test gonna be tailored towards our what rank we're in math? Or is it just math?
Beats me.
Alright, well. This is your job, let's be honest here. I know you live here. You live here though, you should know. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to say it, but it's true.
Why do you keep
Igneous, can you
assuming
stop?
I live here?
Can you stop trying to dunk on the teacher?
Not just this one.
Anyway, so Destin sends you to hell and continues on with class.
Okay.
No, I
It's a
mean,
card underneath me that opens up.
no. Anyways, Destin is just like, all right. So, anyways, continuing on from that, you have three things you need to do today. 1, your math test. 2, your history test. 3, your field test. Am I gonna sit here and explain to you how they all work and how to do them? No, that's not my job. Nor do I care that much. As I said, my
Yep.
job was to tell you you had that. So, head to math class. That's it.
Well, you did great at your job. You have a great weekend.
Let's not patronize him. You know what I mean?
Patronize? What do you mean? That was me being honest. He did great. He told us what we had to do, and now he can enjoy his weekend.
Can I be honest with you? Me and you, honesty, and I'm saying this loudly. Big Rat can do his job. You know what I mean? But that's all right. That's all right. We'll keep moving. That's okay.
Do you all head to math class?
I will reluctantly head to math class.
I don't feel like bringing up the other map, so we can just do this in RP. So you're all good on. So to continuing on here, I am going to need a intelligence check from everybody, as Yuruki has pulled out a 50-question test.
Okay,
Glacier
Again.
before
over the telepathic
before
link is-
I do that, right? How long does this like? Would I be able to cast guidance on myself and Igneos to give us this?
How long do we have to take this test?
Can you cast it on multiple people without it being is it concentration?
You know, I'm just saying, can I do it? Like, give it to myself, do a question,
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we're keeping Igneos out. I got you.
and then give it to Igneos, and then give it back to myself.
Listen, I need it more than anyone here. Big Rat doesn't need it. I do.
Wait, yeah, I have guidance too. I
Can we
cast it
share
on
guidance?
myself.
I mean, you guys can guidance however you want, but if whatever happens in the middle of class, I would not suggest it, as the teacher is definitely watching.
You're not some math teacher.
I will cast guidance on myself before the test.
Me too.
Alright.
And
Glacier will check her answers with the people across telepathic links as long as they seem amiable before the test. Like, hey guys, you know, it's not cheating if we're not talking, right?
probably.
As you
That's
hear
a-
all no talking in classroom, and then she gets on to more rules, and she's just pretty much telling you, there's like, as I said before, there's no talking, there's no looking off each other's tests, there's no this and that. So it wasn't directly at what you guys said, it was just more in general.
Can I use deflect missiles on these math questions?
Unfortunately not.
Damn.
Is there any bonus for checking our answers off each other? I didn't hear no telepathy on the list of things we can't do.
I'll give you
No
I'll
telepathy.
give you for the people who are merged with each other a +2.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
hell
got-
yeah. Alright.
I got a 22 then.
19, 20, 21. Wait, is my math? No. Yeah, no, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Igneos-
okay,
Igneos,
21,
Igneos
yeah.
is fading into the background.
Glacier gets totally distracted by all the other voices, and her plan just backfires.
We're rolling intelligence.
I mean, at least you helped us.
You know, nah, I'm not gonna use Bardic Inspiration. I'm not gonna use Bardic Inspiration.
I got 6.
Oh wait, Big Rat.
Alright, let's
Big
not.
Rat's
Big Rat's gonna roll higher than me. He about doubled it. So that's crazy.
What's
You know,
even
Big Rat get the
crazier is he gets a -4 with that intelligence.
I got
That's
one more
so
than
crazy.
Big Rat. I got one more than Big Rat.
Yeah, I failed this test. That's alright. That's fine. I don't think anyone was expecting me to pass it. So
Congratulations, everybody! You have all passed the test,
oh shit.
except
I knew I would pass. Let's go. Rip Big Rat. Big Rat didn't pass.
Igneos and Glacier. You both could do better, but you did pass. Ashka, you did not pass.
Oh.
You literally put on the answer, "I'm hungry," for every answer. and that wasn't
Damn
even
right,
a
brother.
question. So,
Damn right.
and just
If
hear,
you were hungry enough.
and you just hear Ashka like complaining, like you be like and she's like, "Don't worry, you'll retake the test as many times as it takes. Everyone else can continue on to history." Oh, also, I don't know why, but Bigrat's gonna get a PhD at this point. So step it up.
Well, that's my goal, so I just hope he doesn't do it before me.
Big Rat's too damn smart. I'm getting tired of this fucking rat.
Bigrat is a jack of all trades.
Big Rat's too
Look,
powerful.
if he keeps acing math class, we could make him a caster. We could have a wizard.
That's true. That is true. Fuck being a monk. He needs to be casting fireball.
And then I go down to the fireball, naturally.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
So the thing that's interesting about this, you guys go to history class. You guys are all given a test for basically all history about skeletons, how to deal with them, etc., etc. How? Oh my goodness, Mike. Give me a sec. Ooh, okay. How do each one of you guys want to handle the situation that makes sense? And if it makes enough sense, I will allow for the roll.
Well, first, I still have my personal notes on the anatomy of skeletons, but Corona is also very intertwined with the undead because they're a paladin. They that divine sense to locate undead. So with combining those two aspects, maybe a religion check.
Wait, history or skeletons?
Corona, you may make a history check with advantage. That's who was talking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And history with advantage.
Yeah. Also, yes, this
Only
is
thing
basically
that matters-
everything to do with skeleton. That.
Wow.
Glacier's been, like I said, she's been doing extra reading. If history is one of the classes she's been struggling with, she would have had extra reading. But she also has expertise in history, so I doubt that.
Have proficiency. If that helps.
You can have advantage on history because you've been trying to catch up.
Still have that link. Get in the
I mean, you guys can still have that link if you want.
Mainly it just has like the notes. Other than that, nothing else from the other class. That's about it.
Wow, that is a good roll.
I'm just gonna roll history. History saving. No skill. History's.
Yeah, bro, give me a history saving check.
Oh no.
How do I do this? I don't use D&D Beyond.
It's
Is
just
that
one of your
works?
skills. You can. You're not doing
Click the
advantage.
number.
You're not doing advantage or disadvantage. But if you were doing advantage or disadvantage, you just like press shift to make it advantage, and then I think it's control to make it disadvantage whenever you click on the number or the thing.
Or you can just right click it.
Oh, okay.
That too.
Sort of
Oh,
from
I
history.
see now, yeah. Okay.
I said you can, if as long as it makes sense, you can attempt to roll other things, but you gotta make it make sense.
Can I just bullshit my way through it and hope I get it right by using
Sorry.
deception?
Deception? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Can I did
I'll
it,
allow
I
it.
did it. Okay. I'm gonna guide myself. I would have guided myself.
How well can you gaslight the teacher? You're gonna make all of our answers
The
incorrect.
embodiment of info dumping, just write everything you know and pray.
That's crazy.
Eight,
With a
no.
+6? Oh, you got a nat 1.
So that's a 10. That's a 10.
This guy got a nat 1.
No, now ones are auto fails. Now ones are auto fails. That's a 10.
These are the correct. The nat 20s and nat 1s are not auto fails or auto things. They usually are in most cases, but they're not always. That was 4 people. I'm still missing the 5th one.
I think Igneo still needs to.
Is
Yeah.
it?
I mean,
If you're just if you just want to roll it regularly, you can roll history unless you can think of something.
yeah, I rolled history. I got 16, I believe. Yeah.
Alrighty then. So.
What's Big Rat's history?
Oh, you right.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Give Big Rat a test. Okay, that makes sense.
Nah, he's a math whiz, but he can't do
Okay, good. Thank God, I'm better than him at something.
As the teacher gives out the tests to everybody, he's like, all right, that's all the tests. And Glacier chimes up, was like, what about Big Rat? He's just like confused for a second and is like, okay. Brings out another test a little bit. It looks a little bit smaller, but it's not any different.
Big Rat just starts chewing on it.
Big Rat
Well,
starts
that's weird. He
putting.
usually does good in math.
He starts putting down math equation as his answers.
I knew he's been cheating this whole time. I knew it.
He gains a language proficiency, math.
Yeah.
He knows binary.
So,
Oh, no.
so okay. He says you all pass. Some of you looking at Cassius and Corona. Others not as much, but all of you still passed outside of your rats, which I don't know why you would want him to take this, but
No, he's been taking other classes.
Is he gonna have to retake it?
Maybe he'll get smarter.
Is he gonna have to retake this class in order for him to move up to the other classes with us? Or how does that work?
I will say you will see as you guys are all exiting the class and you're exiting with Big Rat. He's like, hold up, the Big Rat has to retake the test as Ashika also comes in.
Good
like,
luck, Big
guys,
Rat.
He's like, guys, I finished the math test. Where y'all going?
you got an even lower score.
If you gotta retake it again, I'll be back there with you.
As you guys are all basically directed to go back to the homeroom, except this time you will not see Destin there. Instead, as the rest of you basically get back into the homeroom, you will see that armored halfling from earlier be the one that that stands in the middle of the class, awaiting you all basically.
Hello again.
Get a few words, man.
Who's up there? Who's up there?
Oh, right. You can't see them.
Right, I can. Yeah. Let's forget that I'm blind, guys. Who is it? I haven't talked.
It's the principal.
Oh! I gotta chat with you at some point, buddy. There's a few things going wrong here that we gotta sort out, me and you.
What are you talking about, Igneous? What are you talking about?
The principal.
What principal?
I'm glad to see.
The principal's not here.
Alright. Alright, yeah. Let's see how this is gonna be. I hope we have
Professionally
combat
gaslit.
this class. I hope we have combat.
No, I hope we don't. I kind of need Bigrat here.
Oh, Big Rat's busy. Big Rat's busy.
Right. Is this gonna be a combat test? Can we wait until Bigrat gets here?
He
It
looks
might
at
be a bit-
he looks at you. Then he looks back at the rest of the group.
Are we supposed to fight you?
All together at once? I feel like that's a little. I feel like we win that.
That's unfair. I'll take him.
Even though he's blind, that's still unfair.
I feel like if you attack him,
I'll let you out, buddy. Cassius.
What do you? What?
Nothing. Nothing. I was just talking.
Is he walking closer and closer to us very slowly?
Yes.
Do I hear this? Him taking steps.
Little bit by little bit.
Is he walking closer to us? Am I hearing that?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's being a little ominous.
Not talking.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna very quickly cast magic stones to get 3 magic stones. Yeah.
I feel like we should start walking up on the stage and confront him.
That's a roll to hit. I am not throwing the stone. I don't know how to display it.
As you guys are getting confused with the fact that this guy's getting closer, and you're like, "Oh shit, is this the test? What's happening?" He kind of goes, "That's better."
He had a frog in his throat.
Been there yesterday. Not yesterday, last week. Earlier this week. Had a frog in my throat.
I did
He was a student.
The voice is gonna change a little bit because that's not what I meant, but just know that. I'm trying to get the voice down. As he's cleared his throat, he's like, "Oi, name's Kevin. I assume you're part of Destin's crew."
You guys start doing right, sir.
We're the rats.
Where are the rats?
We're the rats.
Do you,
Get the roar.
do you smell like rats?
To the roar.
Oh no, I think I smell more like bird.
Oh, then are you a rat?
My rat is a rat.
Mentally, we are all rats. Everyone, including you.
On all levels except physical, we are rats.
It's true.
Speaking of, about the waiting for my rat thing.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm not ignoring you. He's ignoring you.
The rat's the mascot. He's a mascot.
Yeah, it's like the tigers. You know those guys, the tigers.
Wait,
You know,
is there like a mascot or like just a symbol for the school? Like, is there like a certain animal for the school?
There potentially can be, but you haven't.
It's a
found
rat.
it yet.
Damn it.
Wait, like it's really important. He's kind of my soul ability.
He's our mascot. So for morale, we do need. Is this combat? Is that what this is?
If it is, if we
Insight
don't attack
check.
both, maybe we
What's
can
his
just wait.
what's his stance like? What's his stance telling me? His body language.
His arms are literally crossed, and he's just kind of chilling.
What are we supposed to be doing? All the other. Basically,
Is-
just a packet.
Is our homeroom teacher in here?
No,
Yeah.
he's not here.
Alright.
And with that, you guys hear behind you. The doors don't specifically open very much, but they open just enough for you to see.
Is it his students? His students are walking through the door. Or fighting his student.
Oh,
We're fighting his student. That's all.
this is gonna be fun and easy.
For you guys to see, bigrat has entered in.
Oh no, it's just
Woo!
okay. It's
I
just
knew bigrat.
I wonder if he passed his history test.
However,
Yeah, let's see how many
you
tries he
do-
took. What's the DC?
However, you do not see Ashaka with him.
That, yeah, I didn't expect to see them for a while.
Oh god. Oh god.
a -2 is crazy.
Hey, there we go.
He did start eating the paper.
All right, time to
This is
reverse
our
time.
math
He
quiz.
did not. He did not.
He did not something to
here's some guidance from Big Rat.
You weren't there. How are you
Oh
guiding?
no.
Oh no.
Man, Bigrat is really not having fun with this history test.
Big Red is sick of it.
How long does it take from the roll above a 10?
0.
Crazy.
Dang!
Oh,
Big Red got it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 tries to pass.
11 tries.
You see
Because he
that-
failed it the first time.
You see that Big Rat is like if you could see an animal's annoyance level, he is maximum annoyed, and literally kind
Big
of
Red
like
has a point of exhaustion.
literally
Still
goes
hasn't passed after 10 tries.
literally has gone up to Glacier and is now arms crossed.
Sick of it. He will not be helping you.
Also, I need to drag out a different Big Rat token. I can't control that one.
Oh, yeah. Where am I? Well, where is that? I don't see me. Unless I'm blind. Am I blind? Am I one of the shit?
I'm blind.
I think you dragged out your token somewhere because I don't know where it went.
Okay. May or may not have done that on accident. Thank
It's
you.
in the void.
You were here and then you went away. I don't know where you went.
This night you right above Cassius?
It is now.
Oh.
They're back.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Kevin, what are we doing?
It's time for the field test.
The what? The what now?
You didn't think you were gonna be a part of the Soul Hunter Academy and not have to go out on the field, did you?
Oh, the field test. Okay.
He doesn't hear very well. He can see.
I'll
So-
put it into very simplistic terms for simplistic people. We go
Alright,
out here, you guys given mission to do, complete a mission, we come back. Simple enough.
Simple enough. What is our mission?
Wait, if we fail this mission, does that mean we have to do the same mission again? Or do
You
we get
fail
a-
this-
If we fail this mission, we probably die.
He's kind of like,
Maybe die.
he goes, "Mhm."
Let's not fail, guys. Actually, it's impossible for us to fail because I'm here. So we'll be alright. I'm ready.
A place has been scouted out specifically for you guys. Group, gang, whatever.
Rats.
We're the rats.
We're the rats.
Keep that enthusiasm. You're going to need it.
I think he lost his. He knows from experience.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I know the thing is, I've told you my name. But on this trip, you will know me and call me as your caretaker. Is that understood?
You want us to call you the caretaker or our caretaker?
The caretaker.
The caretaker. Okay.
Ooh, do we all get like code names?
Yeah, what's my code name?
That I don't care about. Discuss
Okay.
amongst yourself if you
Your
want,
code name
but
is Whale.
follow me.
No. All right, can you just snap your fingers every few seconds?
And then, ooh, and then odds code could be stallion. And then
Mm.
and then and then
I
bigrat
like that.
is BR is
BR, okay.
and then Corona. What's
Necro. Necro is good.
nah. Soul Ripper.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
I'd rather take Necro over Soul Ripper.
No. Necro's out of the question now. Soul Ripper. Definitely Soul Ripper.
Badass code name.
That is a badass code name.
As long as you don't kill me, fine.
I mean, I'll call you Necro if you'd rather, but
Soul Ripper is pretty cool.
Soul Ripper is cooler.
I still haven't used my soul ability once, so hopefully this.
And Glacier,
Well, actually-
their code name could be Ice.
Just to play on the name.
Yeah.
I like how my code name is based on my disability. That's pretty cool.
That blind guy.
Everyone else's is something cool. Yeah, it's just braille. It's just haha, you have to read. That's cool. That's fine.
I mean,
I might accidentally hit the wrong person while we're out there, Cassius. That's all I'm saying. But let's head out to the field.
wait. Do you use fire or all elements?
I can use all elements.
What about the avatar?
Unfortunately, I do not get airbending.
That would be copyright too.
Yeah, that would be copyright. We would get
The
canceled.
school would sue us.
School seals wouldn't be good. Actually,
This is
technically-
this is out of character, but I thought you do have it.
let me see.
Because there's one thing you don't have, but I thought air was one of them. Or am I thinking of something else?
Let me see. That'd be my class features. Actually, I don't think we typed it in here, did we?
It should be in our DMs if nowhere else.
What kind of monk are you?
It's not a
Um,
monk feature, it's a soul feature he got.
I'm a human monk. Way of the four elements. Yeah, no air is in there. I was wrong. Fire, water, earth, and air.
Okay. So, as you guys are following him, he gets to the point to where you guys see a decently sized ship, one that basically might seem familiar comparative, as this is the ship that you could guess to be that you were on before when you guys had first got here. As he turns around to you all right, listen to me, the caretaker, and we have no problems. Is that going to be understood amongst you all?
That is understood by me.
Understood,
Buddy.
caretaker.
Fantastic. Now put on these potato sacks on your head.
I don't want to. I have to do. I'm blind. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Put them on your feet.
All right, I'll put it on my head. It's a bit weird. Putting a sack on the blind guy, but that's all right.
It's a magical sack.
Magical sacks. I've heard about these in the monastery. A lot of talk about the magical sacks. So, I will put the magical sack on my head.
That's what she said.
Not sure if it's magical. But that's alright.
Who said that's what she said?
Okay, Glacier.
Inspiration point.
Go ahead and get inspiration. You made me laugh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Anyways, continuing on. Do you all put on the sack and agree to follow his instructions on the boat?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess
Yes.
doesn't really have a problem.
Wouldn't be the first time I had a sack over my head.
True
It's
that.
not gonna be the last.
True that. It was an often occurrence in the monastery.
Oh, actually, before you guys put on the sacks on your heads, you guys see Ashika come up, and Ashika with Destin Greyhound, looks a little bit disappointed,
Oh.
as they're trying not to say it, but you could probably guess that they failed the test so many times.
Oh no.
And Destin is like, due to someone not being able to add 2 + 2, or to be able to say a skeleton is made out of bones, they will be joining on this escapade, but they will be only watching.
It's okay. Big Rat struggled a lot on that history test too, so don't feel too left out.
I'm surprised he is as good as he is at math.
I hate it.
And with that, you guys, including Ashika now, all put on the masks, or all put on the sacks. And as you guys all enter into the ship, oh, that's what it was. Hold on a second. Okay. As you guys all enter onto the ship, you can feel the same feeling that you had gotten from the first time you went on the ship. Feeling like you guys are departing into the swoosh and the swish and almost kind of like very hefty, swerving to the left, swerving to the right kind of deal constantly. A little bit of a bumpy ride. But you all proceed to just deal with it for a couple of hours as you guys come to a stop. Oof. And Kevin comes out. All right, you can take off your mask and come on out.
I was just getting used to it. Felt like I will take the sack off and go with.
As you guys all come on out, you guys can see in front of you what looks to be pretty much the cliff side of a forest. As you're not parked at any port or anything, this is more of like if it was hidden off on its own. But at the moment, he tells you, outside of the fact that we are still in the same region as before, we are in the Wildlands. The Wildlands is pretty much the outskirts of the entirety of the region, as it's pretty much where a lot of different types of monsters basically start out, or more so start to form. If left alone for too long, maybe it could be super dangerous, etc., etc. Some place that you feel like he's pretty much parked you at perfect, like he's parked perfectly. Everything seems like it's already been set up here beforehand. It's almost like he's a natural at this. Maybe he is. As he proceeds to put down the board, plank, walks. Come on, follow me.
Yes, sir.
Glacier follows.
As he walks away. He proceeds to show you guys basically after about 20 to 30 minutes of walking, shows you guys basically a cave entrance, and he says, cave entrance. And he says, "This place has been scouted out specifically for you all. This shouldn't be of the most difficulty, but my suggestion more than anything, do not die. Number one priority of any soul hunter. We are not responsible if you do die. We are not responsible for any lost belongings that may be repossessed. Is that understood between you all?"
It's understood. I will possess you if I die, though. I will haunt your dreams, and I will haunt you. No,
Unfortunately,
that survives.
I also will have to. It is a pact in our monastery, so
Yeah.
we will be doing that. It's not our fault. It's
Wouldn't
nothing
you want
personal.
the thing that kills you?
No. Nope. I thought the same thing when they were teaching us it. Unfortunately not. Yeah. So.
Does everyone that dies haunt this guy? This guy in particular?
No, it's just if someone sends you on a mission and they're like, "Hey, go kill this thing."
It's the
that thing
last
kills
person.
you.
It's the last person you talk to before the events leading to your death.
Right. Which would be this moment right here. So now it's you.
Look,
No.
I've already
See,
had
but
plenty
you'll-
of
but you'll-
ghosts. I couldn't care less. Add some more ghosts to it.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
it
I'll
be
scare you.
Justin, since we were leaving the school, and then that would be the events leading us here?
Oh, the cave. The cave is a dangerous thing, not the ship.
I will
Yeah.
say you guys will have had enough time for a short rest if you guys wanted to take any bit of that short rest.
I don't think we need to. I haven't
Yeah,
used
we
any
I
spell
mean-
had a
slots.
long rest.
Yeah, when we have
before-
had a long rest.
The only
for the
thing that
7
we,
days.
the only thing we used was Glacier and their
Well,
telepathic
Yeah,
thing.
and that's a long
well,
rest feature,
you would
so-
have a long rest before this day, specifically on Friday. However, on this day when you guys took that trip here, it only took about a couple of hours.
We are not very far from the wildlands.
Not particularly.
It's not good.
I'm
We need to get
roll
away
up-
from this place.
I'm gonna roll on my spirit table. Get that out of the way right now. Ooh, a 1. Which is
Ooh,
actually
boy.
good, which is actually what I gave Igneos during our first fight. Where he added another d20 to his saving throw. We will save that.
That is good. That is good. I used it.
Whenever you guys are prepared, enter the cave.
Who's first? Who's leading? Igneos, you should go
I'll
first.
lead. I'll lead. Don't worry, guys. I'll lead the way.
Let the blind person handle this.
You know what they say, people that can see follow the blind. That's what that's the saying. No, but I will light the way for anyone that is walking there. I'll have like my hand as a light going through. Or if anyone has any torches, I can also light that.
Well, who? No, we don't all have dark vision here.
I do not have dark vision, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
We
don't.
don't all have dark vision, then Glacier does have torches that she can contribute.
Okay. I don't think we need too many torches.
I-
How wide is this cave?
I will say, before you even enter the cave, you don't really need to use a torch. Only at the moment, because you see kind of a blue light slightly coming out from the cave.
Gotcha. Does this seem like a evil blue light? What kind of vibes am I getting from this blue light?
Evil.
Okay. I thought so.
All right.
No, but seriously, who's going first?
probably me.
If it's all the same,
Igneous.
I can go at the back, but I'd really like to take a second to look at the architecture because I don't really know where we are or who
Of the
built
cave?
this.
Yeah, the architecture is actually
It's a
natural.
cave.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Thing. But caves don't just happen. Yes, they do.
Well,
but
that's kind of yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. That's literally how it. Yeah.
You should see the monastery. The architecture there, I've heard, is great.
And that's somewhat natural too, because all the monks are got their elemental
I am-
guru.
I am specifically, my background feature is historical knowledge. So in the event that this happens to end up being a dungeon or anything of the sort that is man-made over the course of our travel in it, hopefully Glacier can get some info. Or it's just a cave and we're just wandering around.
What are you looking for, or are you just saying that in general?
In general, it would be while we're walking, Glacier's going to be trying to look around, see if there's anything interesting about the structure.
So
Let me
I'm
take
not
a
gonna
man.
say anything. I'm just gonna let you see the map now. As you walk into this cave, after
Jesus.
walking in for probably not even like 10 seconds, you find yourself in a almost different scenery than what you were expecting. Kind of old dusty coffins on the left and right, a bunch of blue candles kind of being lit up all around. And overall, when I say I don't want to say unstable flooring. It's just more like there's a bunch of cracks in the flooring.
Guys, why am I getting a necromancy vibe from this place? What's going on?
I can always check. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what?
Go ahead and
I'll
check.
do a
So
divine
for-
sense.
Soul Ripper is going to check this out for us, and then we can get into you.
Corona, can we put Corona a little bit in front of us, since they're first? Yeah, and since they're going
I'd
first,
also be.
Natsu, who
Yeah,
who
I'll
made
do-
this place?
since
It's
Corona's
definitely not
up front
natural.
first, I'm going to give them the tale of the clever animal. And once I bestow this onto you, there's a fox spirit just appears on your shoulder and walks behind your neck to the other one, and is just kind of sitting there translucently.
Cool.
But yeah, I'll do a divine sense. See if I can see any celestials, fiends, or undead.
I can tell you one thing already. This place gives off heavy vibes of undead. For looking for anything in specific in this place, I would say you don't really see a specific place of interest outside of this. I don't know if you can see where I'm pinging.
Yeah. I
The
can.
big coffin.
The big coffin.
I'll start walking forwards, and I'd like to check for traps as I'm walking by.
You can roll me in investigation. Or is that survival? No, this works. It's fine.
Both of them.
I can immediately tell you it does not seem like there are any traps necessarily as you're walking.
Okay. Cassius, stay behind me. Spellcaster, stay a little bit farther back. I'm gonna go try to investigate this big coffin up at the front. Be ready for an ambush for possibly skeletons or zombies. Maybe.
One last time not to. If you can't tell me, that's fine. But what was the original purpose of this place and who built it? From the archaeologist background feature.
Can you post that?
Yeah, I did earlier. One sec.
Oh, that's what that was.
I'm gonna get a water real quick.
Okay, so pretty much the original purpose of this entire place was this was a cemetery slash church. It was well, its kind of entirety of purpose was supposed to be in almost a safe haven for people to go. Determine its builders.
Corona slowly creeping up on the giant coffin.
I'll say that the builders of this place were to be probably a couple of different types of races, but majority seems between human and dwarf.
And you said the caregiver, he was halfling, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a giant gargoyle.
How tall is the ceiling of this cave?
Of this cave, it's probably about to be 30 feet tall.
I will go 30 feet up into the air.
Okay.
And
I'll
just
walk up.
get a lay of the surroundings.
Walk up to the big coffin that has a giant gargoyle looking over it.
Before you do anything, if we ended up fighting someone here, odds are it's probably whatever the opposite of a paladin is.
It's undead.
Is an undead paladin?
I mean, there is no opposite. It would probably be an Oathbreaker if it were a paladin. Opposite. Break their oath. But it seems like we'll probably just be fighting skeletons. I guess I'll go over to the big coffin with the gargoyle. Get it?
I've been told in chat, quick, throw a banshee at them.
No. We don't want to die.
I have a pin on, and she would make me sad.
What's up with this big ass coffin and gargoyle?
What are you trying to do? Are you just looking at it?
I kind of want to look around at it, see if there's any engravings, I just want to know what needs to be done, because obviously we have to fight something here.
We need to be
Gargoyle
cautious
is-
of the other coffins as well.
Is it the gargoyle? Is it this whatever's in this coffin? Like whatever it is we need to fight, I want to find out how to fight it, because obviously we have to fight something. The whole point of this.
Well, the goal was to survive, so maybe we just
Maybe I
leave.
just push.
You're trying to push open the coffin?
Sure.
Nothing happens, it doesn't budge.
I'll look around the coffin for any engravings.
There are some engravings in Dwarvish.
Anyone read Dwarvish?
I do. I mean, See what I can do? If it's engraved, can I feel it?
Yes.
Can
it
I feel
is-
the engravings and be able to read what it is?
Yes, and yes, it is
Okay.
engraved.
Okay.
So, what you are able to find out from what you would guess to be the words engraved into this, I believe, I don't know where I wrote it down, so I'm just going to go this up top of memory. You will find the truth within the three believers.
It says you will find the truth within the three believers. Which one of you three is it a believer?
Maybe it means the coffin. The believers within these 10 coffins.
Can I open this coffin with my elemental attunement? I just pop open the fucking case.
I'm gonna need to see that ability, but I'm just gonna immediately say I don't think so.
I don't know how to share it. Did I do it? I did. It'd be at the bottom. That I can control elements within 30 feet of me.
No, I can tell you this because it is magically sealed.
Okay.
And I think it's bigger than a 1 foot cube.
Well, I can, since I can create things, I could create a 1 foot cube of something underneath the lid. That's what I was wanting to do. But that is fine if it is magical.
We need
Oh,
to find
you're-
3 believers.
You were trying to make something under it?
Yeah, under the like lip of the lid. So I can pop open the lid.
I see what you mean. No, still you can't because it's magically sealed.
Right. Okay.
Well, there's 3. There's 3 cracked coffins.
There's,
Maybe those are the believers.
there's only 3?
Yeah.
I see more than.
Glacier is gonna send a bigrat to come and crawl into this coffin and see if there's anything in it.
That is smart.
He's a little guy, he can fit in those cracks.
That's true.
Okay, that one's this one.
That one's this one. I don't like the sound of that.
This is the one that's a mimic.
Big Red just crawled inside the mimic.
Yeah, it's okay, he'll be back in an hour.
That's true. We need to just wait
Crawling in
around.
small holes is the exact reason that the archaeologist needs a rat. It's just a bit more helpful if the rat would actually talk with us.
What did you see, bigrat? Squeak, 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 squeak.
Nah, Big Rat don't talk. He don't like
It's
you.
the same when we
Nah.
communicate with him telepathically.
Big Rat goes into that and sees dust and cobwebs.
Well, there's nothing for him to grab, so I guess he just comes back out, but he can't really tell us what he saw.
Well, Igneos, if you can read Orbish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you go around to the coffins, see if there's any engravings on them. Find the 3.
Okay. I will.
I'll be with you, and just in case something pops out.
I mean,
Right.
you guys can just start opening the coffins. What? There's nothing bad will happen.
Do I feel any engravings on this?
Yes.
Okay.
This one reads Simeon Donalds.
Does anyone know a Donald? Maybe the simian kind. Simian
A
Donald.
duck named Donald.
That duck was a good man.
Can Glacier
Alright.
do a history check or anything? She's been able to identify, or she can identify the architecture, and she does have a master's in history.
The problem with this one is at least this one isn't a name of that much importance, so you wouldn't be able to really tell who they are.
Mhm.
Be the next.
Alright, yep,
Maybe
we'll keep
the
moving on.
gargoyle has something. I'll check. Gargoyle.
Does it say anything on this one? This cracked and broken one?
Yeah, I'll just tell you right now, they all have names.
Just names.
They all have names
Okay.
on them. This one, that cracked one, is Bart Kilgard.
This guy sounds evil.
None
This
of
guy's
the
name is
names
Bart
are,
Kilgard.
I'd be
None
able
of the
to if
names
I
are
had that
big
name.
names.
Give me an investigation on the gargoyle, if that's what you're doing.
Guidance.
Casual guidance.
I can cast it at 60 feet.
It's
He needed it.
it's a big gargoyle.
Hey, place here.
Yeah? What's up?
What's up with this thing?
What is up with this thing? Any sort of historical significance it might have, other than that's just kind of useless.
How do I put it? It's kind of literally just decoration.
Not that I know of. I can tell you that this place was mostly built by dwarves, and some humans were involved, or maybe I have that backwards. And it was a religious site, but other than that, I don't know a whole lot. None of these people sound familiar.
Well, it
Is
seems
there
like nothing
any-
is evil here.
Is there any memorabilia for like any gods?
Memorabilia.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
We have a Christian God t-shirt in the corner.
We just go tearing off.
Why am I not remembering what a memorabilia is?
It's like
Any-
a
any
symbol.
religious
It's like a
artifact.
cross or yeah.
Any religious symbol?
Let's see here. A symbol with this E. This would be. A black disc encircled with a border.
Does it look familiar? Do I know who it's for?
If anyone would like to give me a history check.
What about a religion?
Or, sorry, religion.
Guidance to whoever's wanting to look at it.
Nah, I spent my entire life in a monastery and I have a +1 to religion. That's crazy.
Wait, can I roll too?
Whatever you want.
You get a guidance. You get a guidance.
Oh,
Check under your seat. There's a guidance.
Anyone that gets a 14 and up, you will be able to tell that this is the symbol for Shar, goddess of darkness and loss.
Well, this goddess, it makes sense for this area. She's the goddess of darkness and death and loneliness and just being sad. Really, is her whole
Maybe
thing.
we have to put the fires out.
But this place was supposed to be a safe haven. It doesn't. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
safe haven for.
Shards.
For bodies, for shards. Yeah. If
Shards.
we blow out the candles and everything. Here's the thing: it'll be really dark.
I mean, that doesn't
I mean,
bother you.
Doesn't bother
I'm
me.
It's
just-
already
and I
really
can
dark
s-
for you.
I'm
I
just
can see
letting
in the
you
dark.
guys know.
Glacier.
I will be fine.
For the history check you made, I will tell you. Yes, Shar is of a goddess of here. She is the goddess of darkness and loss, but that doesn't always necessarily mean that she is bad in any shape, way, or form of that. Some people do pray to her, some people pray to other, maybe sometimes minor gods. The reason that people would pray to her, though, is so people can have safe travels in the afterlife.
That's my whole deal.
No. You kidnap people from their travels.
If
Can
we
see
put
how it
out all
works,
the
yeah.
lights, I do have a lantern or torch, but then it would be lit again, and that doesn't that
Let's
defeats
try
the
with
point.
no
probably.
light whatsoever.
We can try it. I'll go around and start snuffing all the candles with my elemental attunement, just so it's faster.
Does anyone have a way to get rid of that big one? Or the one down there?
My elemental attunement says snuff a candle or a campfire. Would this count as a campfire?
Yeah, you can just stuff them all out. Here you go.
No, that's dark.
I'm still able to see. I got 10 feet. I
And
got
I
10
have
feet.
dark
I'm able to see.
I have 120 feet of dark vision, so
Shut up, man.
Does anything
blind.
change with the main coffin?
I
It does
will.
not appear so.
I am completely blind.
Hold on. Okay, you're not.
Guys, it didn't work.
So just so you guys understand, the people who have barely any sight, that is normal because you do not have dark sight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Is there a way you can keep it like this for me all the time? Or just give me 10 feet of
You see that?
sight?
Unironically, I know what you're talking about, and I don't know how to do it because from what I've looked up, I can't really necessarily just do that unless I were to be like, just put you on another map that looks exactly like this, I guess. But that's just too much
Right.
work and too much of a hassle.
Yeah, I gotcha.
you know what? I think we should stop playing around and just open all these coffins.
Maybe you should have done that when the
Yeah.
lights were still on.
Turn the lights back on. Turn the lights back on, guys.
I can also light candles. So I will go around again and start lighting the candles and campfires.
And you light a bonfire or a campfire.
Oh, shit, wait.
I believe so. Let me see.
There you go.
Yippee.
All right. Well, I will open this one right here on the top right.
I'm still
Cool.
floating in the sky.
Do you want to read it or do you just want to open it?
I'll just open it.
As you proceed to open it,
This is a bad idea.
Oh dear.
I mean, we weren't getting anywhere without him.
I got a bad feeling about this. Luckily, I have a guardian angel in the sky.
You're goddamn right. Guidance.
I don't know who that
You gotta
guardian.
guide it.
I don't know who that guardian angel would be. As proceeding to come out of this coffin appears to be a skeleton who is ready to attack.
Do I get an opportunity attack when he climbs out of the coffin?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Take this.
Duck him in his face as he's climbing out.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Here is this. Boom. 10 damage. Take that.
Ooh, what about that plus whatever?
Yeah, I'm looking to see what that elemental modifier is.
10 what?
Hmm?
10 what?
10 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, yeah, it's bludgeoning.
Mm.
Let me see.
He opened the coffin, rattle 'em, boys.
I'm looking at our chat. I don't see what die I need to roll for my soul
I don't
ability.
think it's a die. I think it's just like a plus.
Oh yeah, I think it's just a +2. Yeah, I believe it's a +2 because it's my wisdom. So yeah, 10 bludgeoning and 2 fire.
Alright, just had to make sure something.
Yep.
As the skeleton proceeds to reach out at you and try to basically grips you, you're like jump away a little bit scared, smash him in the skull, and he is dead.
Get fucked, skeleton. Winners win.
Search his body and his coffin.
I'm not gonna disgrace this man's tomb. Let's continue searching the coffin.
Glacier, go search the body and coffin. You like this type of stuff.
Glacier will indeed go do that. She will also try to discern the race of this dude based off of his skeleton.
The skeleton of a human, he doesn't have much on him except for raggedy clothes and the axe he was holding. The axe is not very special, it is a very rusted, older looking axe. Older looking two-handed axe.
Older than 100 years?
I'd say older than 50 years at least.
Okay, wait, can I try something? There was like a giant gargoyle thing over here, right?
I don't know, is there?
I'm pretty sure there was. Anyways, I'm just gonna throw a magic stone at it and attack it. Yippee.
Okay, what does the magic stone do?
Alright, it's just a rock that does extra damage.
You proceed to shoot off probably a part of this gargoyle's face as it goes to the ground, and now it looks like a deformed gargoyle.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
Alright, you guys proceeding to open up the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to
Yep.
read the name, or are you opening it?
I'll read the name.
Guidance.
I need guidance for reading.
This one is Bescaban Esteban.
This guy's name is Bescaban Esteban. Sounds like he could be a pirate.
And as you open it out, give me a dexterity saving throw as bats just come flying out.
I bet.
And you
Dex
are
save.
able to...
Fuck.
both
13.
of you pretty much just kind of dodge out of their way as bats just kind of like fly out of the cave and go about their day.
That's
No,
good. I
there
was worried I was
isn't-
going to have to use a deflect missile.
No, there really isn't anything in the coffin.
Mhm. Don't worry, guys. It's just bats. No skeletons this time. Move on to the next one. I'll read the name again.
Glacier starts checking this one just in case. We'll have a whole system going. It'll be great, guys.
Like I said, there's still nothing really in there, but so on to the next one that you guys open. Von Florid Gastoff.
Hmm.
You open up this one to reveal what looks to be that of a skeleton, bony-like hand with plants kind of growing over it, and what almost looks to be something on this skeleton hand's finger.
I will check it out and hope it's not a ring.
As you go and proceed to pick this up and see what it is in fact a ring. A white ring that on immediate you notice you're like, this is the most disgusting ring you've ever smelled. It is it is exuding a kind of particular smell that you are not liking at the moment.
Grab that ring, grab that ring.
We should
Upon
probably display the
Cassius
ring.
saying, grab that ring, now I know where he is. I'm going to chuck it up at him.
I'll catch it.
I'll allow just the regular catch. It's not like it's a hard ring. It's literally a ring made out of a flower.
It's stinky. Be careful. Yo, actually, put it on, Cassius.
I give it a big old whiff.
Yo,
You take 10
Constitution saving
necrotic.
throw.
10
yo,
necrotic damage.
what's up, Amani from the Gold Mezzano? Welcome to the Saturday campaign, where this group not hopefully, will meet their end in this game. What? I don't
Surely
know.
we will not die here.
Surely we will get past whatever puzzle this
And
is.
Yes.
the one thing we've killed this entire game, and I didn't even get its ability.
I don't think that's called an identity ability.
He can rattle his bones.
I will open this one as well.
Cassius, give me an investigation check on this ring real quick. Because it is not. Actually, yeah, I'll have to say that much.
Guidance.
Guidance.
It's an 11.
Alright, it's good enough.
Huge.
Ring.
I think I said
Video.
one thing. As I'm checking this, yeah. Okay, so on to the next one that you guys are going to take a look at. This one says Dracos Cow, and as you proceed to open up this one, comes out another skeleton making its way, coming out, trying to potentially grips you. Make your futile attack.
Alright, here we go. Futile attack coming up. Alright. I will use my bonus action to use an unarmed strike.
Alright.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
13 does not hit. I'm screwed. Later, guys.
I attacked it with my sword.
Yeah, is that two-handed or one-handed?
22. One-handed because I have my shield.
Okay. As it comes out, it is lost probably its arm and maybe a leg, but as it is still standing, it is going to make a swing at the closest person. So at your boy Igneos, that is a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
And with that, you guys can make another attack.
Alright. This guy's low-key the boss.
I assume a 23.
Does 21 and 23 hit?
Yeah, with your guys' combined attacks, I already know for a fact this guy is
That's
dead.
good.
He is
That's
back to being gone.
Oh hey, something's died and I've damaged it.
That's true. You get a soul
Let's-
power.
Let's see how this works.
With
I'll
that-
use a bonus action.
With that, Corona will see as pretty much what looks to be a white kind of soul kind of pops up. Not something that anybody else can really see, but it's something that you can see. And it's of curious nature to you, as this is something that hasn't happened really yet with you. Do you proceed
I
to
kinda
reach
look
out
at
to
it.
it as it's slowly rising right now?
I do like a little prayer. and then I'm reach out for it.
Can I not see this?
You can see him reaching out, but you can't see the thing specifically. No.
Even with the blind fighting thing?
Yeah. I'm saying like you don't like even sense it necessarily. But when she goes to grab it, it starts to materialize almost in existence to where now, with the nothing that was in her hand, everybody else can kind of see it now, and you, yes, can now sense it.
Okay.
With that, here's my asking the question to you. Do you want to intake this soul? Because how this works and how your ability works, you don't know what you could get until you have taken it and absorbed it.
But I do get a choice between two
You get a choice.
possibilities?
You get a choice after you intake it.
This is probably Corona's first time seeing this. Not really understanding her ability. She's had a lot of soul talk recently, so yeah, I'll absorb it.
All right.
You get vulnerability to bludgeoning damage.
Hey, that's only one. Hey, I get two options, so at the very minimum, I can choose not to be vulnerable to bludgeoning.
With that, you proceed to intake it, and as you feel both the weakness and the strength of this thing, you feel like you have an option that comes up to you. You can either take the damage vulnerability of bludgeoning or the condition immunity of exhaustion.
Ooh, immunity to exhaustion. I'll take that.
All right. Do note, if you are to try to take another soul later on of any sorts, this will get rid of this soul. And you will not be able to use that, obviously.
Yeah. I take it in, and immediately all of the fatigue that has been kind of rising up just fades, and I'm just, I guess I don't need to sleep anymore.
You literally have like dark bags that come under your eyes, almost as if like you look like you're like the most tired or starting to feel like dead a little bit on the inside, but the look doesn't really match your attitude. You're like kind of good.
I'm Destined Greyhound on the outside.
He's on meth. That's what's happening.
He's feeling himself.
Well, Rona is like kind of shaking, like bopping around. To the
What
next
did you
stop.
just do?
I don't know. Don't feel tired anymore.
I'm just gonna be looking at him very closely and just kind of trying to see what's going on with him.
I don't know how to explain what's.
You can.
Glacier's going to double check the next one as she's been doing down the line.
I'll let you guys basically RP it or talk about how you want between each other of how it looks or how you guys react. So that's completely up to you. If I really need to, I'll put the checks out there, but at the moment it's pretty much just like you kind of saw or felt the soul that she just basically placed into her, as it kind of almost looked like it got absorbed away, and now she looks like she's partially dying. By partially dying, I mean the bags, the dead look. She's like, you know, she's feeling good, but she don't look good.
You kind of saw me do a little prayer, reach out, and then in the soul, or like in the chest area once again, as you've been seeing different things happen in there, just kind of see like an image of a bed and then a giant X over that bed. So bed with an X.
So, yeah, if you guys want to talk about this, or do you guys want to continue?
We'll probably talk about it once we get back to our dorm room.
Probably
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
Glacier asked
Okay.
what happened. She didn't get an answer really, other than I don't know.
mean-
I don't know how much more she can question.
Oh,
I
that,
don't-
we've
that
been
might be a little
told-
worse. Might
I
be a
don't
little
think
worse.
Rona
for me,
knows.
but
Rona doesn't know what's happening.
We've been told what
No
the
judgment.
soul ability is before in character, right?
Yeah, I knew what my ability was, but I've never really.
Right.
Okay, so okay, you said you guys are continuing on.
Yeah.
open up that coffin.
You read on this coffin. It says Sidnir Mirror, and I'm just gonna type it. Not type it. I'm gonna more so put it out there because it's a little bit weird to spell.
But you're supposed to be taking.
And as you open this one up, there does appear to be a skeleton in there, but not one that moves. One that it looks like it's holding on to what looks to be a small little bag.
Does that look like the core of the skeleton
The what?
about in history? The core that we learned about in history class.
No, it's just like a little small leather bag. You get the like the hand isn't letting go, but it's not like there's any emotion behind it. You just yank it. You take a look inside. There's 20 gold.
The 20.
Yeah, 20 gold. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it a little bit more down.
You gotta split that 5 ways.
5 ways, man.
I guess I'll
I don't
give-
think we should be taking gold from a graveyard.
That's exactly what we should be doing. They're not gonna use it.
I guess I'll give
4 gold pieces.
four gold pieces to each.
Glacier's not taking that.
I also will not take that. So you can have that.
Take it.
That's 6 gold each. Someone gets 7.
I don't think
6 gold.
Rona's
3
actually
ways for
okay with
10%
taking it
gains.
either, but
Okay, I will take all of it then. If that's what we're getting at.
you can have it, I'll guess.
All right, Dad. Do you want some of this? Do you want it on this gold?
Nah.
I will take all the gold then.
Nope, I'm okay.
Yes, next off.
We will continue moving. I'll read this and open it.
This one. This one says Docteen Atharsti. You open it up,
Ooh.
and you
Yep.
reveal the skeleton. One that doesn't move.
No! I hit it.
You hit a dead body, or a dead skeleton
Alright.
body. Doesn't
This
move.
this one might maybe be one of them because Noctine is kind of like Nocturne, and Nocturne's like night, and night is like Shard.
I was worried. The reason why I hit him, I was worried that he might sneak up on us later. I think it's best to close all paths before you so they do not come back to haunt you. Let's continue moving. I'll open this one.
Just checking them out as the others walk away.
What?
Have all of these been humans, by the way?
Okay, so human. Dwarf over here. This one was just yeah, this one was a skeleton. This one was also human. This one looked to be that of a little bit more nature towards a half human, maybe half elf.
I don't know if it's relevant or not, but this is the only one that's not human or dwarvish. The ones that made this place.
We'll find out.
They were probably just homies with him. Oh,
The
well.
one that you are at is
Yeah.
Mitch Kennel, and as you open up this one, a skeleton comes crawling out. Except this one does not have half its body, as it is going to try to come at you, Igneos. Yeah.
Ah, get away from me! And I'm gonna try and hit him.
Go ahead.
It's 26 hit.
Yeah.
Take this. That's 9 bludgeoning and 2 fire.
You smash the skeleton's head wide open.
Alright, good. I don't want to have to bonus action.
Bonus action flurry of blows.
Fuck this skeleton. Yeah.
So, I'll just tell you this to zoom it up a little bit. This one, you can open up, and this one also says, Berg Stalwarts. There's nothing in this one. You guys go to the next one, if you guys wanted to.
Yeah.
This one says, as I said before, Bart Kilgard, but when you open it, there's nothing in there. And then that just leaves this one. This one is Simeon Donalds. You proceed to open up this one. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I read this right. Okay. You open up this one, and this one appears to be a skeleton, except a not moving one again. But this skeleton has kind of a hat on them, one that looks to be that of a more scrappy looking hat, but it's one that looks like it has patchwork done to it. Maybe it has something behind it, you don't know. But it's some type of blue wizard looking hat.
Wait, 3 of them had items. One had a ring, one had a bag of gold, and one had a hat. What if we bring all of the items to the main coffin?
It's a good idea. I'm gonna snatch the hat. Do I get any sort of vibe from this hat?
I'll tell you, it feels magical.
Go to the main coffin with the item.
I'm going to put it on my head.
I just want to ask you, are you willingly putting it on your head?
You know what?
Can
know
I
what?
stop him?
I don't think I will be putting it on my head.
Good.
I'm going to walk towards the coffin.
Do you want someone to put it on?
Someone forcefully put this hat on my head.
Well, first let's see how the big coffin reacts if we bring
Yeah, let's do that.
Because
That'll
3
make-
believers and 3 of them had items.
Were 3 of the coffins empty, or was it just one? I mean, was it just the 2?
I think it was just you.
Yeah, 2 were empty. 3 of them had moving skeletons. 3 of them had unmoving skeletons with items.
So,
Alright.
what are you putting on there?
The hat, bag of gold, and the ring, I believe.
As you all put that on there, you hear vroom, as the crypt does open. to reveal there's nothing at the bottom of this. Instead, it almost looks like it's a small rocky staircase going down further.
Can I grab the items?
Yeah, you guys can grab the items and nothing happens from it.
I'll grab. Well, I already have 2 of those things. I'll just grab the.
You'll just grab one.
Alright.
I'll grab the hat with it.
So you're grabbing all 3 magic items, or 2 magic items and the gold.
We can split it when we
Cassius has always been greedy
What
since
are
the day
you-
I met him.
What are you doing with the hat?
Why do I want to put on this hat now? I want to put on the hat.
I'll put it on you. I'll put it on you. I'm gonna put it on you.
I'm gonna put it on myself willingly.
Okay. All right.
Surely, I'm not gonna get cursed.
So, as you willingly put on this hat, you notice something. It's dark. Something happened. You can't really tell, but you only have your upper half torso as you see into the darkness that is nothingness. And everyone else sees your legs on top, or sorry, on your legs below this hat.
A hat of
fuck?
Oh
holding?
god, one of us failed. He's
Alright.
dead.
No.
I take the hat off.
You can't. With what? Your arms are not able to grab onto anything.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I'll take the hat off of him.
Would you care to make a strength check?
Sure. Nat 20, baby.
Nice.
You immediately take the hat off without very much, to be honest, not very much effort as you thought it would be. And along with the nat 20, I will give you the info.
Hat of hold. Oh,
Don't put on the hat.
Don't take the dead people's stuff.
That's true.
They're dead. They don't need it.
None
We
of it's
don't
even of
know-
historical significance.
We do not know if it goes with them in the afterlife or not.
I look
Different
at the
people
hat
believe different things.
and I kind of look at the hat for a second, and I kind of look at you guys. This can hold a person.
It seems so. I don't know. Put it on. Let's see if it holds you. Willingly put it on.
I will tell you, since you know how it works now, it won't affect you the same way.
I'll just put it
Okay.
on normally.
You put it on normally, and it's a hat. It's a wizard hat. It's kind of shabby looking, but it's there.
The nat 20. Now
So-
I wonder what that flower.
So, now comes the question for you all here. Do you all want to enter this crypt?
I believe we have to. So yeah.
Oh,
You all start to enter it, and I'm going to forewarn you guys, this is kind of a dungeon. So, I will give you the option of, do you guys potentially want to end it here and wait for your 6th member? Or do you guys want to continue on and have the possibility of you guys only getting potentially maybe halfway through this before the session ends tonight?
Has she been outside of the cave the entire time? Or
Yes,
has she been?
she's basically been with the caretaker because this is pretty much the punishment for failing every time.
Right. How are they gonna get in?
I mean, you guys
Um,
opened the way so far.
What I will say is that I do have to go.
You cut out a bit. What?
I do have to go soon, anyways, so it might be a
Okay.
good idea to end here.
Seems like a good stopping point. It might be hard to find one inside the dungeon, so.
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever.
All right. Then. I think then with that we will save this for next week, and do be excited because I don't hold back. Anyways, I hope everybody has a good time, and I hope everyone's had a great time, as we're
Yeah.
going to end off this session on a high note. Good night.
With no one dead.
Thankfully.
Yay.
Yet.
No
And
one
I'm
dead.
immune. I'm immune to exhaustion.
You can stay up
For
all
now.
night now partying.
Party hard like it.
His power right now is literally just taking meth.
Oh,
That's
my
true.
goodness.